Good morning, everybody. It is 3:50 in the morning, Sunday, October 19th. Work is kicking my ass. And I headed west today, so let's see if we can get through the holes here, Jesus. And see if we can find some bass. It's been a very slow fall, and we'll see how things go. We'll start out with the needle, tossing it over the bar. Tide's incoming. Wind is going to be picking up out of the south, so it's going to be in my face. See how it goes. Good morning, everybody. About 5:45 and Friday, October 24th, before work. It's been once again rough to get out because work sucks. So trying to get on the board for the fall. Been over a month and a half since I've had a striped bass, so it's been slow spring, or a slow fall actually. And try a little further east. Wind laid down for the morning, and see how we do. Tide's coming in. Got a bar off shore here. A decent trough. See if we can make something happen. I mean, that's like all the weeds. Like a tree branch, Jesus. Striper head everywhere I go. Some sort of skeleton. Another striper head. It seems like all I can do is find bodies anymore. I haven't had a striper in almost 2 months. And another striper head. And I'm assuming striper bits. This is insane. It's the end of October. It should be wall-to-wall fish, and there's nothing around. Pickings are scarce. ton of dead horseshoe crabs. Another striper head up ahead. This is like Central Fire Island. Another well-worn striper head. And there's another one up here. So, I mean, I had a shad, probably like a 12-inch shad earlier. But, of course, my camera was off and I didn't realize it. Little striper head. Big striper head. These things are everywhere. I'm sure there's more further. This is just been a messed up year, man. I had stripers on the beach July, August. But after August, it's been famine, man. Granted, I can't get out as much as I used to, but you know, talking to guys, following tips. You know, I don't think I'm the worst fisherman in the world. I know I'm not the greatest fisherman in the world. Everybody says they're on sand eels. Everything that I've seen says they're on sand eels. And there's nothing around. Like I said, I saw, you know, some, I'm guessing, you know, it was some shad breaking earlier because I wound up hooking up to a 12-inch one. But, I mean, throwing an A17, you know, an Ava, and there's, I mean, you know, I'm trying top water, mid water, bottom water, you know, bouncing off the bottom, dragging on the bottom, poppers, darters, swatters, you name it. I've gone through my bag today and there's nothing. I mean, a buttload of dolphins drove past. Really nobody else out here as far as I am. I don't see, you know, nobody else has driven out this way. And it's just, there's nothing around. Yeah, I don't want to be one of those doom and glooms, but you know, state of the fishery is just not good. Yeah, I was at a meeting 2 weeks ago, and you know, they're proposing, you know, a moratorium. You know, no target, no harvest, you know, or catch and release only, which catch and release is fine for me because that's what I do. But it just seems there's, the irony is I'm seeing so many striper bodies, striper heads all over. I mean, I was in Montauk and there was 20, 30 heads with the spine, and they were big stripers, don't get me wrong, but you know, are they only offshore? Because They're not loving the beaches. And most guys I talk to just, you know, walking by, driving by, you give them a thumbs up, thumbs down, and they come back with the thumbs down, and it's the same for me. You know, last week I was further west, I saw one striper. There are 8 guys, you know, in this one spot, and one striper. That was on a diamond jig about half an hour after sunrise. You know, I got a west to east breeze. It's not a wind. I mean, I was watching a couple other guys that were, you know, they were live streaming out in Montauk in the rain, in the wind, and, you know, hitting stripers. I'm not against it. I just unfortunately can't get out there because of work. And it sucks. You gotta do what you gotta do. This isn't a full-time thing for me. In the summers, I have plenty of time. In the fall and the winter, you know, unfortunately, that's my busy time. I mean, I'm not even seeing any birds working or anything. I don't even see any birds. Like, you'll see like 3, 4, or 5. You see them offshore, way offshore. But there's nobody hanging out. There's nobody hitting anything where I am. So wherever I go, guys, don't go. Apparently there's no fish where I go. And I'll talk to somebody later. Oh, you should have been here. You should have been there. Oh, yesterday, this morning, oh, they were on the west side, they were on the east side. Wherever you were is where they're not. I mean, it's fishing, not catching, obviously. Unless you're a dolphin, apparently. Those guys look like they're having a great time. They're still out there. I mean, I'm looking down the beach down this way, and just back off where the beach ends there, you know, around the corner far off, there's a pile of birds, and they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there relaxing. Now a couple will fly around every now and then, I guess get some exercise or something, but they're not moving. Like I said, I'll stop and talk to almost everybody, or anybody, however you want to put it, and it's the same thing from them. Nah, no bites, nah, nothing, not even a tap. Like I said in an earlier video, they have all this ocean to play in, and in 20-30 minutes all the structure everywhere can change. I could be slamming bass all morning, come back here tomorrow, same time, same tides, everything, and there'll be nothing. You know, they're a migratory fish, so they move. They don't sit in one spot. There's no honey hole. This isn't fresh water. They move with the tides, they move with the moon, the wind, everything. You know, you try to find some structure when you can. And God knows I suck at reading beach structure. 90% of the time, it's pure luck with me. Right place, right time. So like I said, the only sign of stripers I've seen are heads. That's it, right there. It's frustrating and it's easy to get down. It's very easy to just be like, F this. I don't want to do this anymore. What's the point? But like I said, in 10 minutes, I can just randomly stop someplace, start throwing a lure, and have the most epic day I've ever had. But you also have to believe that you're not gonna have any. It's a weird thing to say. And I just found a diamond jig. I don't think there's a hook on there anymore. A17 greentail. Oh, I found 2 lures today. So, you know what? That's something. And stare at striper heads and ask them where their friends are. Up right now, it's a little slow, thank God, but figured I'd go over my gear. We have a Tsunami Airwave Elite. This is an 11-foot, 15 to 30 pound, 1 to 4 ounce Facebook Marketplace for 75 bucks. A little beat up, but it's working good. My backup reel for the moment, which is a Tsunami Shield 5000. Unfortunately, this is the first generation of these and they suck. I've broken that one like 5 times. My backup reel, my main reel, is a Shield 6000. I run 40-pound braid on this, and for the fall I run an 80-pound leader. I usually run 30-pound braid with a 50-pound leader. My bag, the fish grip, black, you know, red, white, and blue. This is a Bronco bag. This thing is old as dirt. This thing's like 30 years old. I got it from my boss. I've had the bag itself is great. It's got bucktail pouches in the front. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 tubes, and as you can see, for the fall I like to run a lot of needles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 needles. Always, welcome to Long Island, always have a yellow darter with you, even if you don't use it. White popper. I have a Gibbs metal lip here in yellow. That has seen some use, and I've had, it's a mojo plug. I mean, that thing's got good mojo on it. I got the purple SP Minnow, the large one. This is a 17 or 170 floating. This is a Tattoos. It's like a dock. I found this last year. Haven't caught anything on it. Smaller SPs. These are the 150s or 15. I have a sinking. I have a floating. As you can see, bluefish have beaten the hell out of that thing. They love that. Joe Bag Swatters. I love these things. I have a black and purple that I haven't caught anything on yet. That's new. Chicken Scratch. Joe Bags is the smaller version of it, and I've gotten a lot on that. I got some other, you know, I always carry a pencil with me, pencil popper. These things fly amazing in the wind. Various, you know, Avas or diamond jigs, whatever you want to call them. This one's an A27, a little heavier. I have an A17 and a 007. Various bucktails and colors, weights. You know, I got the 1.5 ounce here. I try to crush down the barbs on these and my everything else. My belt is a Home Depot construction belt. I got a set of Dancos that are holding up pretty well. I had a pair of Amazons that sucked. This is just a tactical bottle pouch or whatever, but I could fit a, you know, full-size Gatorade, you know, or a bottle of soda or whatever with me. It hangs off my back. It's out of the way, it stays, and whatever leader that I happen to be using, like I said, it's the fall, you always pray for big fish. 80-pound, you know, trilene. I tie with an FG knot. Actually, just retie here. Yeah, I tie everything with an FG knot because at night it's hard to see that swivel, and I'm tired of knocking my guides. The trick with these is to make sure they're tight. When you tie these things, pull them for everything you can. Wrap your hand in a rag first so you don't cut up the braid or hold it on the spool. You know, just grab the spool like that, hold it, and pull. I mean, if you're going to break the line at 50 pounds, you know, at 40 pounds, 30 pounds, whatever you're using, you know, and this is 80, but you want to make sure that's tight because, you know, it's new for me this year because I've been doing a lot of fishing at night, early mornings, and it'll go right through the guides, so no problems with that. And that's kind of my setup. I mean, the bag was, like I said, it was given to me by my boss. I've had to re-glue the tubes back together, put a new base on them because the bottoms were open and all the hooks would get stuck, and then you'd have to take out the whole thing to get the lure out. So just figured I'd share. Take care.